Ah, there's the right buttons. Good grief, guys. It's been so long, you'd think I would have some clue what I'm doing. But the answer is apparently no. Um, which, is further proof of my streaming supremacy. Um, I think the days of my being a rare commodity on Twitch and YouTube will be coming to an end here relatively soon. This week is a bit hectic. I've got an appointment to have my car dealt with. We've got an appointment to see the bank about our moving. I've got an appointment to, I've got a couple of other appointments there. I've got an all-day work training one day. But I think by the end of the month, we will be back doing some hardcore World of Warcraft. I know it's been a long break, and so my apologies to everybody who primarily follows me for that content. That's one of the problems of streaming more than one game, is that you just you can't hit everybody's favorites all the time. I'm not going to apologize for that, but at the same time, I don't want to. I don't want to be gone for too long. I do want to finish the hardcore playthrough on the Paladin, and from there, kind of the World of Warcraft is my oyster. Sorry, I gotta straighten the curtain out here. We're gonna continue to have massive glare off my glasses. So we'll just have moderate glare off my glasses. That's probably fair, isn't it? But yeah, yeah, I know everybody's wondering like, where's the game? Is this guy gonna play a game? He's in the gaming channel on YouTube. Like we're 6.5 minutes in and there's no game. Bob, hello Bob. How's it going? There is a slight delay if you are on YouTube because Stream Elements is wonky and will not seem to let me set the latency. So it keeps recording to YouTube at the lower latency, which means that there's probably a 30-second delay before I see your the messages from YouTube, which sucks, but I can't figure out how to fix it. As long as I'm going to keep streaming to Twitch as well, in any case. Foolish Noob! Hello, how are you? What am I playing? I am playing a game called The Long Dark. It is an older survival game. Yeah, winter survival. No technology, except during the winter auroras. Eating! Ah, always good, Foolish Noob. I'm gonna have to load my learning patch here, or save here. But yeah, eating's always good. Yeah, so this is a winter survival game. Find food, make fires, don't freeze to death. We'll get right in here now, finally. Yeah, no, we're still on Voyageur. Foolish Noob. This is still my learning run here, so we do have a moose hide satchel. That's good. So this is the game, beautiful as it is. We just woke up. Yes, it's such a good game. I like The Long Dark very much. Now, we've got to sort out our stuff here because, well, let me check my to-do list here first because never explore the rest of Blackrock, which we did, and then Bleak Inlet. Yes. We want to get back to oh, right, we haven't explored the transition region on the far side of Pleasant Valley yet. That was on my to-do list. And then we want to make a meat curing box somewhere. I'm thinking probably Coastal Highway. Or Desolation Point. Those are both good regions for it, maybe. I've been keeping absolutely terrible notes this run, but the short version, the short plan for right now is to get... We have a lot of stuff in this base. Yeah, there's way too much in this base for it to be Stalker. Hey, Foolish Noob. And no, I have no idea how many sticks are in that pile. I'm going to guess that there's 60 to 80. But it's probably wrong. Food-wise, I think we have cooked meat out here. Yes, we do. We have moose meat. Eat some of that before we leave, because we've got a bit of water with us. We got more over there. We are really set for gear here. Just part of the reason I'm just trying to, like, it's been a week since I played this run, so I kind of got to get my bearings. Oh right, we got a couple of these bad boys too. These you can't see them there. Can't see them regardless on there they are. But they're basically a flashbang that you can throw to scare wolves away. At some point we should make a new bow. I can drop the extra sewing kit here. Not that I don't have enough extra ones already. Sorry, we've got 18 rounds for the revolver. That's tons. And 19 for the rifle. I think we can drop some of those. Let's
surrounded by snow.
just keep them all in one. We're gonna drop 21 rounds here. And just take 10 with us. That's a full reload on the rifle, so that's lots of ammo. And I thought we had dropped some okay, let's take all of those so we can make more arrows whenever the need arises, which we got 10 arrows on us. That's actually pretty solid. Actually put most of those back. Oh, we've got some arrow shafts here, so let's just leave 3 and 3. We got more than enough feathers here. I've got more than enough feathers on me too, but that can go here. I don't think we have much in the way of cloth. Oh, we've got clothing like crazy from the plane crash. We got tons of clothing there, not to worry. Latest run got killed in Bleak Inlet. That's fantastic, because that's where I'm planning to... I don't know if we'll get there today, but that's my next major stop. My next major exploration point. Met the cougar and went to sleep for 4 hours. Never woke up. Oh, no. 55. Day 55. Was that Stalker or Interloper? Yeah, okay, we got cloth on the ground here too, so we'll hang on to the cloth we've got. Spending so much time kind of sorting inventory here. Have any more? Oh, we got the woodworking tools, perfect. Don't have anything to refuel, but that's fine. Man, I feel like... Would we be bringing this with me? We can make camberflight porridge now, but we need peaches for that. Peaches and rose hips. Okay, well, I'm gonna drop one of these then. You can make a bunch of that with just one. On Stalker? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Like, haven't played Loper in a year? Yeah, I know. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, is learn all the animal spawns and stuff. And we do have peaches. Does it use an entire tin of peaches to make one? Yeah, it does. Camberflight porridge. Super strong item. We're missing some of the best recipes yet. I guess we got the Briar House pie. That one's super strong. Oh, Lily's pancakes. Yeah, we need some more acorns for Lily's pancakes. Oh, we need acorn grounds. Do we actually have any acorn? We do have some acorns. All right, let's grind those acorns, and then we will have acorn grounds with us for that. Oh wow, we have what we need to make some figurines. I'm not going to do that at the moment. Acorn grounds. We need 4 of them cooked. We only have 2. Ah, darn it. All right, well, I'm not going out of my way to chase that down right now. I forgot you need more, oh, there we go. Yes, we will drink, and grab some water for our climb down the rope there. I guess we won't worry about taking any more, stuff like that. Like, we've got more than enough food on us. I know we do, Mackenzie. I want to eat some meat and have a drink of water, and then we will go down to Pleasant Valley. Flies. We're still well under on our, we at 42, 43, or it's over 45, but we're going to have a big drink here, and that'll bring us down. There we go. All right. So we have not, as of yet, been to 3 strikes. Oh, we got some ptarmigan there. That's all right. Oh, we got wolf meat here, too. We are actually really set at this base. Or not wolf meat. Moose meat. That's not moose meat, Dave. Deer meat. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, all right. We're in good shape. Isn't surprising, because it is Voyager. Voyager's not that difficult. We can afford to grab a stick or 2. Or better yet, grab some birch bark if we see any. I feel like I killed the wolf over here. 4. I'm actually almost tempted to go and see if the moose is back, but I don't think we've been gone long enough for that, so I'm going to leave it. I'm really not overly concerned. Is that birch bark? That is birch bark. If we can grab 2, I guess. Yeah, so you can make a wonderful tea. They will, yes. Their range at which they smell you is relatively small. Like you can easily, unless they're hidden behind like a big item on the terrain, like the rocks here or something, you can easily avoid them, even if you've got a couple of odor lines. It's not that hard to avoid them as long as you... as long as you... yeah. Birch bark. Yeah, we haven't been to Three Strikes Farm in Pleasant Valley. We also... Oh, maybe we did go through the cave. Picnic cave. I remember for sure. It's a gorgeous morning for starting out, and it's not even cold. Another prime indicator that we're not on Stalker or above. Do we have this mapped? No, we don't actually have this. We don't actually have the landing gear mapped. For whatever reason. We got a bit of time. You mean the mine in... You mean the mine to Coastal Highway? I haven't been through there yet either on this run. The Pleasant Valley Mine. Yeah, that's the one that goes to... Yeah, Coastal. I have not been there yet. What I would like to do is I would like to kind of skirt the north half of Pleasant Valley because I haven't been there. And I do want to check out the transition region because I know on the far side of Pleasant Valley, like where the road goes, I know there's another region over there that I believe leads to back to Blackrock. You wonder how many coal? Yeah, that's always the question, isn't it? Probably enough that I don't want to carry them all. I do, even on Voyageur here, I have a couple of coal in my inventory because you just never know. Right, you just never know how, you guess 50. Hassam, hello! Pardon me, just... I'm not sure if I'm drinking my tea too fast or something, but I got a couple bubbles in there. That's too much coal. I mean, you need a bunch for forging, but I haven't had to forge. I found all of my arrows and arrowheads so far. We've got 12 arrows. I've got 3 arrowheads here, and I just left 3 in the workbench at Mountaineer's Hut behind me. But welcome to the stream, Hassam. Great to have you here. I hope you enjoy winter survival games. Not that I think there are all that many winter survival games. As far as winter survival games, the only other one I can think of is like the Frostpunk series. Yes, it's called The Long Dark. Let me... Yes, there is a stream delay, unfortunately. But yeah, just so that you can see it typed out. Yeah, it's a very exciting walking simulator. I mean, it goes back and forth between serene sort of exploration and traversal like this to all of a sudden there's a blizzard and there's wolves chasing you and you go around a corner and there's a bear. And on higher difficulties you can't even get a firearm. A hunting survival game? Yeah, that's fair. But I guess Subnautica Below Zero would also classify as a winter survival game. Yeah, if you run into the... That did actually end one of my runs. I ran into... is this mapped yet? Crossing. Picnic area. No, so we haven't even mapped right here yet. So let's do that, because this is a huge area here. There we go. Oh, and the bunker's in there, too. You can you? Down this side, I betcha. Looks risky. Oh, no, maybe you can do it on that side. Yeah, I could see that. Whoa. On the right-hand side. Yeah, I believe you. I absolutely believe you. You never go down the rope. I don't doubt that it's possible. Going down this rope doesn't bother me. It's not that long, and I know you lose, like, you burn a bit of your energy. your fatigue meter by doing it, but I don't know. I don't think it's all that big of an issue. Oh, we left a couple of pies here too. Good. I always try and keep a pie or two handy for stuff like that. That would be convenient when you're coming down. There we go. Now we got some more cured maple. Yeah, we got the sports bow here. No, leave any feathers down here? We did. All right. Well, I don't. There you go. All right. Well, yeah. I just stopped in here to grab that charcoal, basically. We're going to go to the plane crash, then we're going to go to 3 strikes. I haven't done either one yet. And, yeah, like I said, try and go over to that transition region. It's going to take us a little while to get there. I still haven't figured out where the moose spawn is yet in Pleasant Valley here. There's a bunny. Yeah, you can see the red from the plane crash kind of dead ahead there. The only bunker I've been in, Foolish Noob, is the one that was behind me there. I have not activated the radio yet. I just realized that there's a bunch of birch over there, and I'm not sure I want to carry them on an epic journey around the entire map. Hunter's blind. Well,
could end up being useful.
Good. It's not far away. I believe you. Ooh, oh, right, ptarmigan can be over by there. I don't see any today, but alright, I don't really need them at this point. Of course, a hatchet. Do always pick up the feathers. Oh, the abandoned one behind the plane crash, you mean, right? Nothing there. Let's put this in the shelter over here. Is that the one you're thinking of, though? The one that's up in and around behind the plane crash? Not sure if you can get there going this way, or have to kind of go the other way around, but yeah, I have not been there yet. I understand on this difficulty they can be pretty loaded on Voyageur. They can have a lot of stuff in them. Right, let's get around here before we get a sprain, please. Or not. Well, so much for that. Well, I guess I could have dropped those saplings in the plane crash here, but... Oh, could be. Yeah, I haven't ever found that one before. I don't know why I always forget about the cave up here by the plane crash. There's stuff there, and it's not that far from the workbench back in where we just were by the climb. I haven't had a chance yet, but I have been meaning to watch Zach's video series about just surviving in one region. Sorry, I just realized I want to check the basements over here before I go loop around. You think it's more powerful than the other ones? I suppose that would make sense, like if you want to use it for hunting, right? Or if it's sort of intended for use for hunting, it would make sense that it would do more damage.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Let's try and grab a few more. Oh, nice. Ruined cooked rabbit. We don't have cooking level 5 yet, do we? We do. All right. All right. It's cooked. Oh, we can't eat it from just picking it up like that. Say bye-bye. No risks whatsoever. I don't know how we got to cooking level 5 so quickly. More chance of one-shotting them? Yeah. Oh, there is a wolf over there. Okay, so we have one piece of meat in my bag. I have a sprained wrist, so I can't use the... We basically have to use the revolver. Killed a moose with 3 shots? Oh, there we go. He did smell me. Well, I'm not shocked, but... Alright, this seems like a decently flat. Yeah, this has a lower chance of one-shotting them, I think, but you draw it and aim it a lot faster. Yeah. A little bit surprised that that other wolf didn't run away. Oh, now it's running away. Santi, hello! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we took down one... Well, we're going to end up having taken down the one wolf there. This one, yeah, this one has the first aid kit. Sounds weird.
I could use this.
This is where the moose spawns. Oh, there's no markings, though. We could probably... Well, not probably. Oh, the struggle sound. The basement underneath this one.
Is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, it must be behind that one then. Well, I'm gonna see if we can bake him out. Just, you know, to conserve ammo. Hey, the basement's not here. What the heck?
This stuff will come in handy.
That's right, we just got some dog food. Alright, I don't think he's going to give us much choice, so let's just get this over with. It's twice now, and now I got another sprain. Oh, revolver master. Look at that. We are a revolver master. We got an extra knife now. Oh, couple more feathers. Well, there's the... Wolf faked me out.
I don't feel so good.
I don't think I've ever gotten to level 5 with the revolver before. I don't even know what the perks are. Bad boy 2K. Uh-oh. Let me check out what the perks are for that, what that looks like.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Revolver level 2. Per use condition, degradation is reduced by 50%. That must be the aim assist moderate, recoil compensation, struggle effectiveness, 5 condition per repair action. So yeah, that top one there, 50% like improved sort of repair situation. Need to worry about cooking the food necessarily either. More dog food. Wow, this place is loaded. Another sewing book. Pipe for sewing books. A pretty hefty 3-kilo fish.
Excellent.
Excellent is right, man. We are walking slow. A pot. I don't need a pot, but if we did... Alright, well, you know what? There we go. Well, I never have either. I don't think I've ever been here on Stalker, or on Voyager, though.
I think I can use
Another
this.
bandage and a can and some cloth. That's good. There's lots of firewood here. Another knife, some socks, and hoodie. All right. Clothing. Or ruined T-shirt. We don't need to hang on to that. Socks. We'll leave everything else there. We're gonna leave this fire log. Oh, look at that. I don't need the matches, and I don't need the... Really don't need that food either. In fact, I've got a lot of canned stuff on me now. Cloth on the ground. Oh, right there. Look at that. I mean, I don't even need to carry around all that much, but yeah, we got to drop that fish outside, I think, but I would like to take it in. That's part of the reason we're so heavy. That and this dog food and this 3-kilogram fish. I don't know. I think we're good like this. We can take this with us because we won't find... Well, no, that's not true. We're going to find a bunch of airline food when we get into the plane crash again, aren't we? So that's pork and beans, not dog food. If those are dog food, but this is not. Better quality stuff. I'm going to take the fire log just in case we make a fire up there. I guess we'll try and get the fish in there too to be sort of safe. What I wanted to do is I wanted to go over by the rope climbing map again. Such high elevation gives you such a good perspective on things.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Of course, the weather isn't very nice now. We're moving super slow. And we're probably going to find a ton of cloth in there too, aren't we? There is a rope climb along this edge here, isn't there? I thought there was somewhere. I thought you could climb down to the... Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else. Anyway, like I said, we're up high enough. Here we go, Skeeter's Ridge. Go the rope anchor, but... You know what? I'll bet you I know why. Alright, let's try that now and see what's happening. That sound better? Well, I guess you won't know unless we have a struggle or Will pipes up with a... Oh, who are we playing? Can't even tell, right? Oh yeah, Will. I lose track because I tend to just swap back and forth one playthrough after another. Just swap to Will. Yeah. And I think it's because it's coming through a noise gate through my mic balancing software when it shouldn't. So we had this problem before. Oh, one of the wolves just died somewhere. I mean, you know, I could just fire the revolver. That would make some noise, right? Anyway, yes, we will go through the plane crash. Then we will, I think we can actually sneak out of the plane crash area to get right up where the prepper cache is in here. Another wolf around somewhere. These suitcases are not here on Interloper. Or even on Stalker. Another book. Oh, a garbage book because we've already maxed out our skill. What happens if we try and read this? I'm just curious about that. You can still read it even though we're maxed out, hey? Yes, cooking is at level 5 as well. We are so stacked.
I can barely walk with this
We've
much
got
gear.
carcass harvesting and cooking at level 5, and we've got revolver. Archery's at 4, rifle is at 4. Ice fishing is at 2, and fire starting we're closing in on 4. So that's a pretty solid batch of stuff, I think. Oh, right, I forgot we can carry a standing here, but I don't know. Even on this difficulty, I have rarely found anything up in these overhead compartments. Yeah, I mean, we basically cooked 2 moose and a bear at this point, so... oh, yeah. So, yeah, cooking level 5. And any canned goods we've come across. Like the tomato soup and the... You found an expedition parka up in one of those. Really? I would not have thought as much. Oh, we already looked at that one, I guess. They probably have a really low chance, like a really low drop chance for some fairly decent loot. On Stalker? Goodness. This is where we find all the food here, right? Oh, there's a corpse that I don't believe I'm used to finding. Yeah, we are going to have to go and drop off all this food in the cave before we go and loot all the clothes to drop them off in the cave. Oh, look at all this stuff. Look at all this. Airline food is so good. It's actually so good for scurvy, too, if you happen to be playing with that on. I had always thought that it was a missed opportunity to have something in here that you could, like, get at by using the hacksaw, right? Like, cut through a couple of things to get a, you know, a cache of, like, even just a flare gun and flares. Like, something that was, sort of like emergency plane supplies. Alright, I'm gonna head to the cave, drop this stuff off, drop off as much stuff as I can, and loot all the suitcases. But we're limping along pretty good right now, even though we bandaged our wounds. We'll grab whatever's might be in these bins here. I know, you're getting tired now, Mackenzie, which is part of the reason we're moving so slow. Nothing. I'm pretty sure I found a flare gun, like a flare gun case in this compartment here before. Well, more airline food. We are not starving. That's right. Give me those supplies. Well, I figured we'd be in for some bad weather. I think sometimes there can be a maple sapling in this area here. Maybe it's birch, but I'm not seeing it today. Grab another couple sticks on my way over there. We don't really need, like, in the cave, we should be fine no matter how cold it gets outside. Be able to sleep in there without issue. But it never hurts up to lay up some stores anyway, just in case you're gonna need to cook. And I'm pretty sure if we go out the back way here, you gotta really backtrack. You wish we could take the stuff that was visible. I think the game logic behind it is that if somebody's like got their arms like wrapped up because they're shivering cold when they die, and then their body freezes like that, I don't think you're getting the clothes off. Burned Ridge Cave. Let's map it. Woo! There we go. I agree that would be neat. Oh, hang on. There we go. Drop those. Alright. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. How many sodas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sodas. Hat and gloves make more sense, right? Because you don't have to like pry them off the like it would be, unless they're making a fist, right? Then it would be hard to get the gloves off. But oh, there we go. That's plenty. Oh, all right. I guess we're just gonna. There we go. We should have done that first. All right. I guess then we can drop that. Sardines. Yeah, we definitely have some clothing here. We extra. Oh, there's not too much, but the pants would be useless when you die. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's not wrong. That does eventually. Yeah. All right. Drop those. Let's drop this stinking heavy fire log. We're gonna drop this revolver book that technically we can read. You're kidding me, right? Let me pick up the book. Him. There we go. All right. Yeah, certainly in the plane crash here, most of them died from the exposure. But it depends. It depends how cold it is and how fast the corpse freezes, I guess. You know, if we're gonna have the morbid discussion, let's have the morbid discussion. Like there is an argument that says that that the body might freeze before those kinds of things happen. It's not a guarantee, but yeah, internal injuries from the crash, that's possible too. Alright, well, I guess we're going to start at the top and kind of work our way down. Nice. I was hoping we'd get some fuel around somewhere, but I'm a little surprised that somebody would be carrying it out here. But I mean, loot is still somewhat randomized, so just the fact that you have a chance to get it off a corpse means you can end up getting it off a corpse here, even if it's not, you know, like...
That'll come in handy.
Holy cow, 3 things from 1 suitcase. Talk about your Voyageur loot. Ooh, some cargo pants. Oh, the pilot's tie, yeah. Combat pants, okay. There's one more up here.
What have we here?
More combat pants. We have decent combat pants and decent work pants. Oh, but the cargo pants are better than the work pants? Oh, just because they're in a bit better shape and they're not wet, right? But yeah, basically, if you can climb up the hill over there, you can kind of sneak around the back of the entire sort of plane crash here. Because normally the route to get, the intended route to get to the, is to go through the, back through the plane crash, then up and around all the way back over to get basically behind this rock, which is where the prepper cache is. But if you can just kind of hop over, then it saves you quite a bit of walking. Oh, can I have your mucklucks? No.
This stuff will come in handy.
Yep, it will. I'll shred it and turn it into bandages. Something. So many clothes. Yeah, or you can just kind of climb up that side of the ridge over there and it gets you the same place. Alright. Heading back down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 or 8 suitcases still we have not searched. Maybe more than that. Still funny to me that some of them are dropping 3 items and some of them are still empty. Hey, our first instance of pain has healed itself from our sprain. Now we just need the ankle to heal from our wolf struggle.
I wonder who owns this stuff.
Me. On account of finders versus losers. Yeah, that looked like a pretty good quality hockey jersey there. But apparently I'm wrong.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Didn't show any signs of distress when we were looting it there. Oh my goodness. How much do we weigh? 57. Alright, I see 5 more suitcases. Once we're done that, we'll go back to the cave. Probably plan to spend the night after we sort of organize our loot here. Oh, maybe there's that one too. Painkillers. Hey.
Wonder if the owner's around.
Yep. You want to know where the owner is? There's another suitcase. The owner's that guy right there. And he does not need the scarf anymore. Nor does anybody need those. Did we loot this one yet? No, we skipped every suitcase on the way down. More shoes. I always think the dress shoes are funny. Like, I get why someone would pack them. I also think it's funny that on Great Bear Island, everybody has the same size feet. Have you noticed that? There is not a pair of shoes on the island that you can't get your feet into. So either Will and Astrid have extremely small feet, Will especially, being a guy, being bigger, has extremely small feet, or else everybody on Great Bear Island has the same size feet. Those are the only 2 possible explanations I can think of. Tea, yum. The only sad thing is that now it's gone. Ooh, can we climb over this? Yeah, sort of. Oh, there we go. Dan! How's it going, Dan? We just looted it. Oh, you can't even see it from here. We looted in half of a plane crash worth of stuff here. I've got so much clothing, I can't even walk straight. Things are fine. Things are fine. Not really any major changes from earlier in the day when we were chatting in your stream, but yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, to be fair, most people are going to want to wear like 2 pairs of socks at least, like Will is right now, you know. So that could kind of tilt things one way or the other. But let's try and sort stuff now, right? All right, all the headgear right here. The other, yep. Well, that one we found is actually better than the one we're wearing, ever so slightly. I'm gonna drop that too. Okay, there's all the headgear. Now we need to drop all of the sort of torso items. We're not going to use anyway. No, no, Dan. Sadly, no. Holy! Oh, we buried all the toques. Whoops! I thought we had more room than that. All right. Leg coverings. That's all we. That's all we have. 286. Is that really that much better? I think it's just because these are wet. Pretty sure work pants are better than cargo pants. Yeah, because they've got less armor. And these have a waterproof bonus, so yeah. Not good. Drop some socks. And then we'll come down here and drop some shit. Oh, we missed a pair of... Well, that's fine. Gloves. Here. Yeah, I wish we hadn't entirely buried all of the... head stuff here, but... No, I don't have to preach this Sunday, Dan. It's not until next Sunday, so... I got a little bit of time. But A, I told you I was going to stream, so I didn't want to have misled you again. And B, we should stash the stuff closer to the bed over here. Any other first aid stuff? Wow, not really. We do have some cloth, so I'm going to craft bandages. We can leave one here. I do have a solid outline to go off of, though, Dan. So I'm not, I made the progress that I intended to make. We can drop 2 of them here, sure, why not? So that's good. That depends a lot, Dan. For someone like me who's not actively, like I'm not the employed pastor at the church, so oftentimes I will just sort of be assigned a topic. Like not this Sunday, but next Sunday happens to be Ascension Sunday, which is the Sunday before Pentecost Sunday. And that's the commemorates after the resurrection. It commemorates Jesus' ascension into heaven, while the disciples watched, and so that was kind of assigned for me. It depends. Some of it depends on the type of church too. Like in the Anglican Church, for example, or some of the sort of more older, more traditional denominations, they will have something called a lectionary. And usually that is... there's a couple of different lectionaries. Some of them are decided on by by the sort of some leadership in the denomination, right? So the bishop or what have you, or bishops or whatever, and they basically lay out 52 weeks of scripture passages, sort of sermon topics, or sometimes they'll give you a couple of options, right? And some of that follows the liturgical church calendar, right? Like, Christmas and Lent and Easter, and then up to Pentecost here, and then there's a variety of sort of things to follow through the different traditions. We really need to drop any more. Oh, we do need to drop a couple of tools, because we do not need 3 knives, for example. Sewing kits. All right, I think we're going to call that good for dropping stuff. But yeah, so it depends on your role, right? So depends somewhat on the church calendar. Like, most people don't preach Christmas services in August, right? Like, I mean, some of that's just kind of intuitive. But it depends a lot on the denomination and what's sort of expected. A lot of I hate to say newer denominations, because even a lot of the newer denominations are like 200 or 300 years old. I mean, like Lutheranism, dates back like whatever it is. I can't, but like 500 years, 600 years, right? which was sort of one of the early Protestant denominations. I guess Anglicanism would be kind of the same. They would be sort of an older offshoot, but uh, yeah. So they would. So different groups focus on different things, right? The older, what we would kind of call mainline denominations, the earlier sort of formed denominations, they would more often stick to, I shouldn't say stick to, but would follow sort of a more theological um, progress on sermon topics, whereas some of the newer denominations might focus on more practical day to day things. I mean, there's overlap, right? Um, and yeah, but like, what does the spiritually minded person do with questions of, like, in Canada a couple of years ago we legalized marijuana, right? So it's legal in our country now, but what does the Bible have to say about smoking marijuana? Spoiler alert, nothing, because they didn't have that. um so specifically, the Bible doesn't talk about that substance and what you should do with it. So then there's some room for interpretation, um, and so these are sort of practical but also theological questions, and so um, like when around that time when the debate was going on and the laws were being drafted and in the process of being passed for that legalization process. It was a fairly common topic for a couple of months to hear, sort of as a sermon topic. So there is some of that, right? It's culturally relevant to the place and time, and there is, I think, biblical teaching that applies to that question, even though Scripture doesn't specifically speak about that substance because it just wasn't a known um, thing that they had access to. Right, I don't think there's really much more we want to drop here, but I will take another quick peruse since I've been talking about stuff. I'm going to fill up the lantern here. That's interesting. Okay. All good. Food. Yeah, we should probably eat some more food before we go to sleep. We don't have all that much. Let's see. We can eat about 600 calories. So there's probably going to be a frozen dinner around here. We can look at that, 620 calories. That's perfect. We'll eat that. Tasty. You know what? Then we're going to read a book for a little bit because we got a bit of time here. I probably could have waited to eat too, but I know I'm working on. Book I'm working on? No. Sewing primer? No. So it must be this. No. 25 hours for this book too. Intense. Wilderness Kitchen. How to prepare. Oh, researching will improve your cooking skill. My cooking skill maxed out right there. Number 5, cooking skill.
I just need to close my eyes.
So forget that book. I guess we're reading about sewing. You want to sleep? What do you think this is? The Holiday Inn? Alright. Yeah, we'll be able to sleep about 11 hours there. Drink of water. Won't sleep for quite 11 hours, but that's okay. Dan, what's up, Dan? Woke up fully rested. Look at that. A little misty out or something. This stream is fake news. Uh-oh.
I need
What?
to know if the hypothermia wouldn't
What?
kill me.
What are you going on about? Making me Oh, the hardcore. Stream Elements doesn't seem to have a way, or maybe they do have a way to quickly change those, but I never think about it anymore. We can change that by editing the stream info. All right. Goodbye leveling. Goodbye questing. Goodbye hardcore. Goodbye self-found. There we go. At least we got the game set right, you know? You might have to refresh your page for those to change. Let me refresh the dashboard here and see if it takes them out. Oh yeah, much better, much better. I mean, I should have put in something about the long dark here. I mean, this is still sort of survival, but you know, there we go. Fake news solved, Dan. Leave it to you to find something to complain about in my cozy long dark stream. All right, vegetarian. There we go. 560 calories. How many calories do we have left to consume? Can we eat the chocolate bar? We can eat the chocolate bar, or we can drink a soda. One of these, yeah, ruined soda. Well, we can't drink the ruined soda just by picking it up. Now we'll drink the ruined soda. Yes, we've restored balance to the world. Dan. All right, well, I guess there's no point in hanging around here. It's probably going to be cold outside. We're still a little bit heavy. Let's just leave the moose meat. Let's leave that for future me, just in case. It is sun up, but it is foggy. Yeah, the irony is that in a week or so, I'm going to have to put all those tags back on the stream. Part of the reason I've forgotten all about that is because now that I'm using Stream Elements instead of Streamlabs, it automatically... I won't? Oh, because I'm not going to be playing hardcore? Is that what you think? Oh, I thought it was harder to get through here. Turns out you can just walk through it and you're good. Alright, so here we are. We kind of got to follow this ridge up and around. And it should get us to the bunker over here, which we may or may not be able to map. I think it's close here. Right? I don't know. We'll see. It's harder to tell in the fog, but I think we go down one more and then we kind of come up and it's just kind of on a ridge up here. Kind of close to these rocks. Like if we follow as close as we can to the rock wall. Hey. You got to go to bed, Dan. No worries. I know it's late there. Rest well. Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, hope to see you again soon. Take care. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, where is the bunker? I mean, we're gonna miss it in the fog. Still feel like this is the right spot. Like it should just be up here, a little ways. Gotta be the right spot. There it is! Great success! Okay, now we got a map. Again. You just don't want me to. Alright. Empty or
Something's
stocked?
gotta go.
Empty, by the looks of things. Ale. A soda. Mmm. A brick that we can interact with. Nothing in the grate.
There's gotta be something useful in here.
Lantern fuel, that's useful. Place to sleep. And an empty crate. Apparently no prepper's pie recipe, which is fine, but we are warming up nice, which is also good. I want to map this place. Basically, that's the prepper cache. We mapped the cave. There's the Burned Ridge cave. We didn't map the plane crash right here, I guess, but we should be like basically, I think right here right now. Maybe if we read a book for an hour. I don't know. Worth trying, right? Either that or we'll summon a blizzard. It would be super interesting to see what kind of, like it's super easy as a player to just kind of imagine that, oh, if we had read the rifle book, we would have ended up with a blizzard. But because we read the sewing book, we're gonna end up with like more fog, right? Can we, please?
Too much stuff to carry.
I know. The problem is I don't quite know what path to take down. I mean, if we just keep heading down now, we will eventually get to the river, and then we can follow that up and right. Like ultimately, what we want to do is we want to follow the river up over here. We want to follow the road up and out into the transfer region, and then we want to come back. Sure, we might want to go to Coastal Highway next, actually. Well, we're a little bit cold here, but oh no, not that. We can't do that apparently. Let's read for another hour. See if we get see just how cold we get. There we go. Now it's clearing up. Perfect. There we go. Oh, it doesn't even show up on here. That's criminal. We're like standing on top of it. I was right though. It is just right back in here. So depends. There's a couple of options. If we go down there, it's pretty steep. We'll get a sprain. That basically should take me right down almost to where you come out from the other thing there. But if we go over this way, it will give us a bit more of a shortcut over to the... Is it Three Strikes Farm over here? Terrible memory for... Part of the problem is it's an out-of-the-way place that you don't go to all that often. You know, it's worth going to so that you can find out what's over there and loot it and bring it back with you, but it's not the kind of place where you're likely to want to set up shop for an extended period of time. And I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Yeah, I think if we go straight over, we kind of go over... We go over that way. It'll take us right to Three Strikes. If we go on this way, we'll get to the river, and then we can follow it over. But again, it's so hard to sense of that. And now we probably walked ourselves into a bit of a... I'm going to call it a dead end, but... There's places where it's worth doing a little bit of mountain goating and kind of hopping down. Other times where you're just better off to take the straightforward route. Like, that's a little sketchy. You could maybe climb down there. Too many times have I accidentally walked off a cliff and, you know, done some damage. I feel like if we go this way and then go off to the right, or maybe some sapling, we can back down. I've spent a few days kind of wandering around this area and trying to map it too, so I say I don't really know, I don't have a good memory of what the name of the place is. I do have a general sense of how to get there. Should just be left here and down, more or less where it'll end up. Maybe I'm wrong though about the sapling up here. Anyway, climb this little hill here, and then we'll be able to see things better. Torn between mapping a place I'm not likely to come back to for a long time, or saving my charcoal to map something that actually matters. Anything up here? The edge of the map. Okay, well. There we go. Yep, that's the edge of the map, all right. Want another sprain. There we go. Oh, wow. Just want to go to the other side of this ridge here so I can see what's down there. I very much appreciate that. Oh, you know what? That's the pass I'm thinking of over there. I'll betcha. Beautiful. Need to start a... Yep, that's the way to go. I'm going to go out to this edge of this rock here and map again. Again, it just gives us a good... There we go. Opens up a lot of territory. Of course, we're cold again now, but... Birds are just flying by. No worries. Okay, let's walk into the wind. Alright, we gotta get down here first. Without spraining anything, right? There we go. Now, we should be able to go up here. Under the previous wildlife spawn situation, there would likely be rabbits up top here. But with the refresh, that's no longer a guarantee. It could be a wolf waiting to greet us over the rise. Come on, up we go. Tempted to light a fire just to warm up a little bit, but 5 degrees cold. That's, again, we should grab some sticks. Maybe we will do that just to help preserve us a little bit, but I would think there will be a sapling or two. Like, this is also the very edge of the map. Yep, there's a maple. Okay. We are sheltered from the wind right here. We've got 3 books. Explains why we're so heavy. So let's just get ourselves a fire going with a book here.
Come on. Come on.
Hopefully it's not a good book. Hopefully it's like an automotive technical manual. That would be perfect, right? Who's going to need that? The cars don't work.
Turned out pretty well.
There we go. Add fuel. Go, warming up. Be nice. No, for no good reason, just because we're here. This fire won't burn long enough to get us any coal or anything, but it's a chunk of the map. 4 minutes until boiled. Okay. Is there anything else we want to cook or heat up, or probably not really? I mean, couldn't be that cold for that long. How hungry are we? We could eat, hey? Don't actually have a ton of food on us either. Okay, odds are we will find something where we're going. Go, and we can take
I'm gonna have to
lame
leave something
torch.
behind.
Much better. And I don't know if we need it or not. Thank goodness we didn't just walk through that fire, because we came kind of close. Wasn't really thinking about that, but down at the end of this valley, off to the left, should be the broken down farmhouse buildings. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there they are. What wildlife awaits, hey? If we can gather enough sticks, we can make a fire just to burn, to make some coal here. Yeah, again, before the wildlife refresh, there was often deer and rabbits down here. Look at that glare, hey? Oh, and a bunch more saplings. Can't even tell how much fuel is left on this torch because the glare is so bright. Yeah, where are the where are the wolves? We don't need no stinking wolves. Where are the bunnies? I mean, no workbench here, but oops, but we've got the maple anyway. Guess we can put it in the cave back there if nothing else. 3 strikes farmstead. Nice. Oh, darn it, it blew out. Alright, well, is there a fire barrel? Yes, there is a fire barrel. And some snares. 2 snares here.
Hope I can still eat this.
Fresh rabbit. It won't even let me eat it, even though it's 100% on rancid cooked rabbit and moldy venison. Wow, look at all that. Look at all that nastiness. Delicious.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, man. What a place to start a run. Look at this. We're really going to be... Alright, can we use the mag lens? I know! We can use the mag lens. All right. We're just going to toss a bunch of sticks in here. Maybe that one piece of reclaimed wood. Just, oh, I should have grabbed... Oh, we can't even cancel it. Now I almost kind of hope I fail, because I want to grab the charcoal out of this first. Think about that. Surprised you can't cancel the fire starting animation there, but I guess I shouldn't be mad. My own fault for putting 100% fire starting, right? How long is that? That's almost 2 hours. Alright. Where'd it go? Yeah, that was a lot of meat. I was not expecting that. Oh, and there's a deer carcass here that I'm not going to harvest because I don't want it to disappear. I found the spawn. I did not find a moose. But yes, I did figure out where that happens. Oh, more reclaimed wood, beautiful. And a hatchet? Fantastic. Okay. I'm gonna go drop this wood on here. And I'm gonna go head over towards the cave. Oh, there's some bunnies. I see a bunny over there. Alright, well, you know what? Let's leave that here. There we go. The hatchet looks like a tie. You are a regular comedian. Alright. That's a decent start in. I really should do the the rabbits are over here. Is there more rabbits over there? There is more rabbits over there. Okay, I'm gonna head to the cave. Mostly so I can drop off the stuff to cure. I'm sure I saw a rabbit over there. I mean, technically I could... I'm gonna set these snares down over here. And I could easily harvest a couple of rabbits, but with that meat that dropped... And again, I'm kind of trying to get where I want to go here, so... An improvised knife? 100%. Improvised knives, you don't see very often in these. Because there's 5 rabbits over here. Alright. I don't know how close we need to get to kind of where the rabbits spawn to make the snares
like a lot of gear.
kind of work for you, but I don't necessarily want to frighten them away. There we go. We don't have another one, do we? No. Okay. We're probably best off to spend our night here tonight in the game. Chance for some rabbits to get snared there. I'm still a little vague on how the snares work. Like, my understanding is that the snares will catch the rabbits once the rabbits, like, spawn in. But because the rabbits are there already, we won't catch them. But if there's a blizzard, and then the weather clears, and then they spawn back, then we should catch a couple. But I also don't know how close you need to be to the sort of spawn area for that to work. Which, again, is why we're tentatively experimenting. I don't remember if there's a fire pit in here or not.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Not look like it. Okay, well. Alright. $13.6. Enough. Double check that there isn't anything else back here. Okay. You never know. Sometimes they're tricky and will hide stuff. Alright. Saplings. 2. All. Some time. I'm not ready to sleep yet, but I also have 2 sleeping bags, right? There we go. Sleeping bag for future me. We left fuel. Paid stuff to leave. We can drop that. Drop a soda. We should have put some water on to boil back at that fire. Maybe I'll head over there and see what I can do. Let's leave that over by the... Which one is this? That's the curator's rifle. This one is... Where did it go? Regular rifle. Has no ammo in it. We should consider leaving some behind just for me. Where is it? There we go, 5. I'm gonna hang on to the improvised knife just for now. I know there's a couple of crafting things that I think actually go faster when you're using that. Oh, last piece of charcoal. Better map this cave. Yeah, good. Good. We gotta wait for the fire over here to die out before we can get the whatchamacallit. Yeah, we'll put some water over here on this fire. It should still be going. Suppose we could pick up a few more sticks on our way back, just in case. Oh, there is a deer over there now. Deer on the far side. Our snares do not have anything in them. Not a surprise. I feel like when we leave, we should head over that way. Yeah, I would map the Three Strikes farmstead, but I used my last charcoal to map the cave. Oh, there is another rabbit over there, just a single one. We could maybe hunt him just to give me something to do over here while I wait. How much time is left on this fire now? Still 2 hours. Alright, 40 minutes for some water. Here, bunny, 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 bunny. Here, bunny. Got a nice shiny rock for you to see. I know you like shiny rock. Oh, there's another one. No! Why do I keep doing that? I'm in a hurry, right? Alright. Where'd the bunny go? There's the bunny. Wow, I suck.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
No, now you're starting to sound crazy, Mackenzie. Okay. I turned at the last second. Alright, fine. Really? This is really not my, really not my,
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
I sent you.
You did? How's she doing?
Hi.
That's good. Oh! You had a good time? What'd you do today? What'd you cook?
Noodles.
Noodles? Pardon me? What are you doing tomorrow? Cooking tomorrow?
Nothing.
Nothing? Where are you going? Going on another drive? Yeah.
Touch.
Slushy party? Yeah. Are you excited?
Miss me.
Oh, you're going to Mooseman on Tuesday for lunch. Nice.
Lunch.
What did I have for lunch? Mom and I had mushroom soup. Homemade mushroom soup. Yeah, but he's got to ask me too. Hang on, guys. I will be back in a minute or so. Actually, maybe I'll take a slightly longer break and hit the ad break button. Then I can use the washroom and top up my water, and then I'll be back. So yeah, hold up. And I am back. I even ate a pretzel. Actually, technically, I ate 2 pretzels. We're having supper a little earlier tonight than we usually do, so I don't want to spoil my... That's quite a shot. You think we could get him from here? Well, maybe if he held still. Close. Nope, not close. Should also see about making a few more fire-hardened arrows.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I say I'm not really having the luck with these rabbits here. I don't know if it's just because the terrain is so hilly, or because I mean, those last 2 shots were me being goofy more than anything. Ah! I mean, I'm not in any way desperate for the food or anything, but I would like to have a little bit of guts curing here. Wowzers! There we go. I'll wear out this bow just trying to hunt these 2 rabbits. I haven't actually manufactured a bow yet. So far I've just been using the ones like the found bows. One of the other sort of advantages, if you want to call it that, of Voyageur is that you can find them. There we go. Really only 2 over here? I guess so. Well, we got us some supper. I mean, we had plenty of supper already. But, I mean, look, it was just so gorgeous, this game. And next month, in June, they're supposed to be putting out a patch that's going to update a bunch of the like graphical stuff, give you some more anti-aliasing stuff and a few other... Oh, nice. We kind of got back just in time here. Let's just do a ½ liter while I harvest some meat. Food, bunnies. Nope. I guess we're gonna do it this way. 6 minutes. Left on fire, and these are some big rabbits. They were worth going to get. I mean, if we were being real, all right. If we were being real interloper players, we would harvest the guts with the knife, and then we would harvest the meat by hand. Yeah, 6 minutes, that's all, hey? Definitely faster than me. Of course, we did the small piece first.
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
You do the opposite, harvest the meat with the knife, and then harvest the guts by hand. Interesting. Like I know, especially when you get to Carcass Harvesting 5, it's actually, I think it's actually faster to bare hand skin them than it is to skin them with a knife. But if you don't make the thing is, if you don't do the like, you get more of a whatever with the guts. You have a finite amount of condition loss for your tool. But with the meat, because you can get rabbits that are bigger than a kilogram, I think you can actually you can actually do more wear and tear on your tool by harvesting the meat. The trade-off, of course, is that the meat is what you're generally after in a hurry, right? But I think it takes, well, I guess we can check because we got a minute here. So with the knife, it takes 7 minutes to harvest the guts, but it takes 28 minutes by hand, so 4 times as long. Do we have 28 minutes? How long does this take? 10 minutes left. Okay. It really doesn't matter for us, right? But it depends, I suppose, on what your priorities are, right? Because if you just go and harvest the meat by hand, then you suffer the loss of the percentage loss from not having a tool. Whereas if you make the incision first, then you can harvest the guts, or you can harvest the meat without losing any of the volume, right? All right. We're gonna eat the rancid rabbit first, not because it really matters, but because of my OCD. We don't even have enough. These are 563 calories for these 2 pieces of rabbit because they were cooked with carcass harvesting level 5. You do this. You harvest the meat with the knife, finish the harvest to instantly cook it, and while it's cooking, then you take the guts out with your hands. That's fair. That's more time efficient, I'm sure. Assuming you don't have any water on the fire already. If you've got water on the fire, then it's a little... It depends, right? And you can obviously choose whether or not you're gonna put water in. I kind of vary it depending on what, like if I'm close to starvation or close to losing well fed, then I will prioritize the food, obviously. And while not starving is very important in the game, the faster you wear out your tools, the faster you will have to reforge. Right? And reforging, you need... you also run the risk, if you wait, of having the weather change too, right? And putting out a fire. Like in the fire barrel, you're safe either way. Any of this stuff. Wow, we got a lot of water on us now, though. Alright. Leave us with 3 liters of water, which is quite a bit. However, do we do here? Let's eat this beef jerky, just because it's really salty. There we go. Depends on the fire. Depends how much fuel you have. Depends if you're doing water at the same time or working on something else. Oh, we're not. We're currently not doing anything here. Hey, well, I have time for this. What time of day? It's evening's coming on, so it's... We're not all that tired because we haven't been doing that much. What do we have here for sticks? Because we picked up a bunch of them. Oh, yeah. Drop 18 sticks right here. I don't know why I came up with the idea that having 10 sticks on me is a good idea. That's enough to boil some water and cook some meat if we have it. So maybe that's how I don't even... We're sort of arriving at that conclusion, but don't really need the extra liter of water either, do we? Clean up our workspace. We will take at least 1 piece of venison with me down to the... Maybe we'll take all of this and we'll leave this here, and then we can drop another liter of water over there. Always have at least 2 liters of water everywhere. Yeah, like whenever I make a fire, I do try and leave some. Oh, we need to... I need to make fire-hardened arrows. 29 minutes. 22 minutes. We got the sticks. We got the... That's the other thing, is having 5 sticks lets you make more arrows.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, come on. Even grab a good torch. Take those with me to eat for morning. Don't know why I'm bringing a torch with me. It's just a good habit, right? Yeah, I mean, no, that deer was one of the original like spawn-ins. There is a deer over there, and I think that's another one just on the edge of the horizon there too. Yeah, you can see it there, silhouetted between those two trees. It's super, super tiny on the mobile screen. Oh, and now it's moving. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so there are two of them over there. But yeah, hard to spot. Uh-oh. My torch gonna blow out again? Probably. This is probably not... We're probably not close enough to catch a rabbit. Not with a 43... Well, I mean, you know. Fancy schmancy. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. We just scared all the bunnies away. With that, so... Not really what I had in mind, but again. What is my TV? It's not a TV, it's a monitor here, but how many inches is this one? I think it's 28. A meter away. Oh my goodness. I would be going cross-eyed. I mean, if that's what works for you. Oh, this torch is burned out. Why are we still carrying it? Because we can turn it back into a stick, that's why. I'm going to see if we can finish this cooking, or this sewing book tonight. And we'll check our snares in the morning, just for good measure. Did I leave the... I left the guts sitting outside by the fire, didn't I? Yeah, because they're not in here. Well, that might have eaten into our reading time. Yes, I do want them to cure. You never know when you're... Especially because I've got the saplings back there. So if we can make sure we nab everything we need at the time. The sewing primer that we found at the plane crash. Did we find that one at the plane crash? Anyway. It's the only book I have left that's... Because the other book I had was a revolver book, which we've already finished. And cooking... Like wilderness cooking, which I already maxed out too, so neither one of those is actually useful for anything except starting fires. It was in that basement, that's right. At Skeeter's Ridge. Good old Skeeter's Ridge. And I realized I didn't grab the charcoal, so we needed to make the trip back anyways, because I will forget by the time I wake up. It doesn't matter if it takes like 30 seconds for the sleeping animation in this game. It may as well have been 8 hours for the sake of my memory. I just do not remember to do things when I wake up that I had planned to do the night before. It's kind of sad, really, when you think about it. Yeah, we checked over there. No, I'm not going to sleep out here. I'm going to sleep in the cave over there. I had meant to grab the guts, and I had meant to grab the charcoal. Oh, charcoal because we hadn't mapped these buildings either. Part of the reason for it. Sorry, I know I'm kind of spinning in circles here. Not sure if all three buildings show up or not when you map, but we're going to find out.
Feels like night is coming.
A moose? Just have a hard time with my bearings. Sun setting over there. East would be over here. Oh, the road. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, there are. Doesn't matter how big your screen is. There are so many things in this game that can throw you off, especially at a glance. My personal favorite is the way from a distance that a stump sticking out of the ground can look just like a wolf. That's probably the most obvious one. Yeah, I would have thought there would be moose markings here if there was a moose. Yeah, just from the right angle and the right... even the right lighting can affect it too, right? Like, just that right amount of distance. There's a lot of branches here. Somebody's coming to visit. You brought the rest of your pretzels. Well, we're not going to a house, we're going to a cave. We are going to sleep soon, though. Which is, I know, your favorite thing. That moves like a tree stump. You know what's really funny, Foolish Noob? So I live pretty rurally, right? I've talked about it on stream. I live in a town of about 500 people. And because I have to commute for work, did I spray a pretzel bit? I have to drive 45 minutes to another community to go to my place of work. And so when I do that, it's like I'm driving through, like, you know, it's country highway, right? So it's small towns and bush and, you know, pasture and farmland and yeah, he just bounces whenever he's ready sometimes. All right, so stick them over here by the guts. Anyway, but I was gonna say, and I'm just turning the game off because I want to tell this story well. But there have been moose on the, like, not on the road necessarily, but I have seen moose a number of times over the past years. And usually when I see them, they are sort of out in the open, right? They're out in a field, or the one time there was one by the side of the road. So I've had a couple of, like, I'm in my car, right? But it's a small car, so if I hit a moose, it's not going to be good for me. So I am always on the lookout for wildlife, and there's a lot of deer around and rabbits, which I think is funny, right? We've got deer and rabbits. I actually saw a coyote the other day, not a wolf, but because they're way bigger, but a coyote. But so usually when I see the moose, they're outstanding, like where they're really well visible and it's easy to spot them. But twice in the last week. So I worked. Yeah. Okay. So last, what's today? Today's Thursday. So last week I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, had Friday off. And then I worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and all day Tuesday. Yesterday we were in the city for appointments. So that's why I haven't been streaming in so long. I've just been working a crazy amount. But over that 8-day, so I had 8 days of work in 9 total days. And in that stretch, twice, once each in 2 different places, I spotted a moose. Not standing in the middle of a field where it was easy to see, but standing in a bunch of brush, right? Like small trees that are like, you know, but so they're, you know, it's like small trees that are 10 or 20 feet tall. You know, they're not very big around, right? So they're not that huge. No, I did not kill the moose. I don't have a rifle or a license. And if my car got into an incident with a moose, I would be the one to lose. But I spotted it, right? Just that telltale whale, the rump without a tail curves down to the legs. Because I've played so much Long Dark, it stands out for me now when I see it. And there's not even any snow on the ground anymore, right? Like, so it's all like brown field, and like now there's like green stuff. But in the brush especially, they blend in because the brown tree trunks. Oh, they're huge in real life. Moose are gigantic. Like in the game, like when a moose stomps on you, it breaks your ribs. If a moose did that to you in real life, it would completely collapse your chest cavity and you would be dead. Like, this is a video game, so, right, they take some license with it. You get off easy, so to speak. But yeah, moose are gigantic. So I drive a little Ford Focus. And like if I hit a moose, I would like my bumper would take it out at the ankles, right? So then the rest of the, like if it was standing like sideways on the highway, like I would literally take it out at the ankles and the entire body of the animal would fall down, like its legs would cover my entire trunk, and then the main body would fall right on top of like the driver's seat and the passenger seat. Like I would literally be crushed in the car under this moose. I would be better off if I drove into the ditch and flipped my car than if I hit a moose head on like that. Not head on, but like side on. You know what I mean? Like this is camera. This is the moose. If I drove straight into it like that, took it out of the legs, it would literally just collapse on me and crush the passenger compartment in my vehicle. Yeah. But yeah, it's so funny to me that now I recognize that silhouette, that because like both times you couldn't see the head. Either it was behind some, like it was down eating behind some like leafy plants or whatever. And one time, I don't remember the other time, but at least once, like I couldn't see the head, but just that you could tell that it was just that shape. And I found that really quite comical. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my good sleeping bag and drop it. I'm going to pick up this sleeping bag and set it out. And set it out. There we go. And pick up my good sleeping bag again so we can leave that there. Absolutely. Yeah, safer for me to hit the ditch than to hit the moose in that situation. So we definitely have time to read for at least 1 hour. We can also harvest this to get our feather back. Especially since we made some more arrows. How many do we have now? We should have 5, but yeah, 2 of them are pretty rough. We have 6. Okay. Even a tree might be better. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, better to wrap the front end of the car around a tree than to take a moose out at the ankles. Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna read. Sidetracking me here. I think because I had to make the trip back twice, I think I'm too tired to get in that last hour. Although, I'm going to try. You wish you had moose? It's quite the strange feeling. Oh, I still have the advanced guns, too. Alright, may as well leave this here. Be a future fire starter. I have had moose before on a couple of rare occasions. Moose is indeed delicious. We can actually eat this piece of deer meat. 800 calories there. Perfect. Oh, right. I'm just gonna leave a thing of water here. Speaking of, let's drink some water. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a hunter. I don't have an aversion to it. I don't even have a moral sort of opposition to it. I just don't have the personal interest in... Now we get the blizzard. Oh, but the blizzard's cleared off, so that means we could have some tasty rabbits. How are we for... Just these things are good, but they're kind of heavy. There we go. Alright, what a good way to start the day. Is there anything else we want to drop off there? Oh, what's that? Sure. When we're standing outside, we're barely cold. -2. Rifle, arrowheads, arrows, the flashbang things. Oh, we got a second one of these. We'll take that with. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not like whether you're raising cows for meat or whether you're hunting a moose. Like the reality is that you are taking the life of an animal to sustain your own, and there's 2 rabbits, 1 in each trap. That's more than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting any, to be obvious, but I also wasn't expecting the blizzard, so... but I think I'm gonna take these back
Too heavy.
and leave them in the... Just gonna leave the snares and just cut the meat and the guts out here. I don't know, do I really need the guts out of them? Probably not. But it takes 2 guts to make a bow. I guess we can get 2 more. One of those things, right? Do we put in the time and energy now? Or do we risk wanting it but not having it when the time comes? What I would really like to do is get around to making a travois. Just I haven't had enough maple saplings all in one place for long enough. Bring the snares. I don't have a home base region yet. That's part of my struggle is that I haven't figured out where I want it to be. It's not a terrible plan. Maybe we could leave them at the farmhouse. But I'm always torn between farmhouse with the 6-burner stove or the barn with the workbench. Technically, probably the town and the barn in Pleasant Valley are the best, because the barn is closer to the town than the farmhouse is. But all right, 3 minutes. The knife. Wow. What's a smaller rabbit? That's part of the reason. Oh, I should have just... I'm going to take the guts anyway. I should just do them at the same time. $11 minutes. Depends on where you want to spend the most time. If in Mystery Lake Farm is the better idea. Yeah, and I don't like, again, the purpose of this run is mostly to explore. So I'm not even super worried about setting up a main base around here. One of those is super tiny. 500 calories. 426 calories, 39 calories. But yeah, because I'm worried mostly about kind of figuring out wildlife spawns and that kind of thing, I'm less concerned about where about setting up a long-term base. I actually really like Coastal Highway and Desolation Point as long-term bases, but yeah, you're right. But leaving the snares here where we're not likely to come. Yeah, we could do that. Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Oh, there's the radio tower up there, so that'll give you your bearings. Here, a waterfall. I think we can sneak through this little spot here, can't we? Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go down here so I can go around the other side of the rocks here. There's not much to see on the water. I would like to find one more piece of birch bark. So I don't think we're near the birch forest anymore. But again, just because I'm looking to try and get my head around the wildlife places, and seeing if there's moose markings and seeing if there's like bear sign or anything. Because there has been, under the old system, there was a chance for a bear to be somewhere back here. Well, speaking of which, we do need to replenish our sticks a little bit. Yeah, I've definitely faced off with a bear somewhere around this general area before. Gonna try and crest the hill here. Oh, there's the little... Oh, there's one over there. That's a long way to go to get to it. Okay, I'm going to leave the one over there. I'm going to check this place out and kind of zigzag back towards the water over there. And again, I thought I saw a moose or a deer out of the corner of my eye, but I think it was just the way a rock looked backed up against a tree. There's another rabbit over there. What are we going to find in here? Some tools? Maybe it's on the other side of this place that the bear is. Maybe that's the bear that used to cycle around by the big farm. Well, I'll be.
I think I can use this.
Not just tools, but quality tools. Lucky guess, eh? Yeah, there's the roadway. We came that side. Technically, if we want to get back to the farmhouse, we kind of got to go over this way, I think, right? I was originally going to follow the river and check out the old bear cave along the river, but lost it 49 kilos again, so maybe we should not push our luck. There's a wolf. Yeah, and there's the farm, right? This is too steep to climb, isn't it? Gonna angle up. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, there's another wolf over there. Oh, good. We found all the wolves. Alright, well, let's go follow the road more or less back to the town then. Not as late in the day as I had thought it would be. Yeah, I'm going to stop by the farm. I'm going to drop off those 2 snares. That's not a wolf, is it? That's a stump. Has to be. It's not walking. Or howling. Oh, it's a post in the support by the wall, the road. I think just around behind these rocks, there's a little campfire spot where you rescue one of the plane crash survivors. Okay, that should do. At least the wolves prowl far enough away back there. Now I have mapped the farmhouse before, so I have been here, but I'm always torn too. Like, I would like, in some ways, to repair the tower. So we can do the bunker here. Valley Farm had already discovered. Have we looted this car? The hood is closed, so I'm fine to think not. I don't think I had a pry bar last time I was here, so...
I could use this.
Combat boots, you say? In town? I believe so. Fishing line. Oops. Oh, yeah, there's the caves. That's how we came into the region, from the dam. Yes, because we've already been to Mystery Lake. I'm trying to remember where we started in this run now. It's been too long, but... Also trying to remember if we had any saplings stashed here, or if they're up at the radio tower.
Something's gotta go.
There's a black bear hide. We clearly found one of them. There's the guts from the black bear hide. Of course there's a mag lens here. I feel like we had seen that before, but then we didn't have one until we found one in whatever it's called. Anyway. Oh yeah, we've definitely been here before. Oh, we already have quality tools here too, but we have a fishing book, which we did not finish reading, so that's something. Right, I do want to drop the... I want to drop the tools here, but only because I don't want to carry them back to the barn right now. Go. Oh. Wanted to drop the stick, is what I wanted to drop. A bunch of these sticks. Hey, 10 charcoal. Now we're talking. That's what we needed before. All right. Yeah, we got a few things here. A few things. Does any of our gear need repairing? Oh, we need to drop these boots. They are way too heavy. Everything is in pretty decent shape. These mitts are not, but everything else is. Got more than enough cloth. Can I stick the clothes over in this thing, probably? Everything's over here. Lantern oil. We got painkillers. We got another... Oh, yeah, let's... that in for sure. I'm going to drop the snares on the floor. I have a hard time remembering when I don't have things where I can see them. Let's drop the big one so we can... Small one in the lantern, and then... Still have it. Oh. I think it's funny when it does that. Get the last little dribble out of the thing or whatever. Yeah, you can't set them up in here, so... Well, they'll be hard to miss when you walk in the door. Hello! We still got half a day left. The toolbox from Ash Canyon. Oh, the woodworking tools, yes. Where are they there? Yes, I brought these on purpose because I want to be able to make a curing thing, but I want to do it somewhere by the water where we're more likely to be able to get some salt. It is heavy. Problem is, if I put it down here, I'll forget. And yes, I can make a note. Alright, alright, alright. I have to do that before I forget, though. Make the note. Try to keep it on my on my goals here. Woodworking tools are at Pleasant Valley Farmhouse. Yeah, but I want to check out the region. Like when you follow the road out of Pleasant Valley, it goes up into the sort of like the Black Rock access thing. I want to. I've never been there before. I've seen a little bit of it on people's streams and whatnot, but yeah, oh, we've done this. We explored the dam and the transition. We need to explore. Pleasant Valley to Black Rock region. Oh yeah, there's lots of wolves there. Yeah. Explore Bleak Inlet. Yeah, when I pause, you can see I had to cheat death once because of a cougar here. So, bring the revolver bullets from the closet. Yeah. I did read that message before, but like I said, I usually leave that stuff stashed out on the table. But I forget about it so easily. Have any bandages in there? No, but we yeah, if we're gonna have a couple of wolf struggles, we better have some. I know I can make some from the other stuff, but nice, more charcoal. I mean that's the another problem. I'm carrying like 15 charcoal here or something. 18 charcoal. So you understand about meat curing now? Yeah, which I've never done before, which is the other thing I'm kind of excited to explore. So we kind of cut back from here, zipped back here. So what we want to do is we want to follow the road out of town up there to the not Winding River, whatever it's called. Can't remember what the region's called, but I'm gonna take a quick trip downstairs. Heard about it, but never. Yeah, I never
Might
have
have to
either.
drop some gear.
I'm just wondering if maybe I left saplings down here. I wouldn't mind making an extra bow. There's a bunch of stuff down here, but no saplings. Okay, well, thought we had a couple of wires. Maybe they're under the tools. Yeah, there we go. I should probably make some fishing lures eventually with the wires, but we do need another fuse. There's probably a fuse up at the tower, but I'm not going to focus on that right now. Some feathers here. Oh. Let's count it. Yeah, we got a bunch of feathers here to make stuff, but no, no cured branches. Yeah, I was hoping I'd be able to spend a little bit of time crafting some stuff. Oh, I guess I have enough stuff to make fishing time. That'll take 10 minutes. I suppose I could make, oh, I need fish hooks for that, don't I? Make fishing lure. And I guess I could do that. I haven't done much fishing yet. I also have that fishing book. Tools. Fishing lures. Yeah, we need scrap metal and a workbench. Oh, I thought we needed to make the fish hooks first. That's okay. That one uses scrap metal and a feather. Use acorns, which we don't have. You need the red toolbox. I think we can make them without it. It's just going to take a while. I don't know if tools speed it up or not. Works faster. Fair enough. I mean, we've got the tools upstairs. We may as well. Oh, there's a workbench down here. What am I thinking? We need the workbench from the farm. I don't know why I forget about the workbench in the basement.
I need to drop
relatively
something.
frequently. There we go. It makes sense that it would go faster. All right, here. Nope, crafting. Simple fishing lure, 30 minutes. Oh, by hand or with the tools, it cuts the time in half. Okay. We can make one of each of these. What does it do to the condition of our tools?
I could use a drink.
Because it's another one of those things, right? Still 100%. Make one more and see if it goes down. Maybe it doesn't go down. Still at 100%. We just need scrap metal to make a tip up. We should make a tip up. Got 7 fishing lures here. Need one more scrap metal. Is that it? I think I said. There we go. Crafting. Tip up. Yay! We'll use this cloth. Okay.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
And the quality tools to cut the time in half. Still at 100%? 99%. Okay. I feel like it's mostly that on this difficulty, it doesn't use the quality, like degrade the quality as quickly. I feel like if we were playing Interloper, that would be like significantly more take significantly more of a quality hit for doing that. All right, well, we've got some food upstairs, I guess. That's a great question. I think there's 1 or 2 crafting things that using the improvised knife actually goes faster. I can't remember what it is, like the bearskin coat maybe or something. 30 hours with the regular knife. 39 hours. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was something. Maybe not. I'm sure we can drop it. More sort of one of those trophy items.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Maybe the cougar wrap? No, because that uses the sewing kit, so it's just sewing. Yeah, the bear skin coat and the moose hide, I think, are the only things that everything else uses the sewing. Those are the only ones that use the knife, right? Oh no, the wolf skin coat. Maybe that's it. 25 hours. Nope, 32. Maybe I was thinking of the cougar knife. That's the same. Oh, whatever. But you're right, I don't really need to carry that around with me, do I?
Need water.
Oh, you're always saying something. It could be. I feel like sooner or later I'm going to regret, seeing all these things I have on hand, but... Oh yes, we got more cans, too. there's another can. Yeah, it's one thing I was not prepared for was just how many skillets and pots there are in Voyager. Like, even on Stalker, they're relatively hard to find, and there's a relatively few places where you can pick them up, so... We have 2 sewing kits with us? No, we left one. Alright. Well, I mean... Not even that tired, although it is getting on a bit in the day. Oh yeah, look at all this food we've got here. This is all the bear. Cooked bear meat and raw bear meat. Well, mostly I was just poking my nose outside to see what the weather's like. Foolish noob. I think we're gonna do some reading and sleep and go to the transition region over there in the morning. When we come back, I mean, I won't have time probably to come back today, but I'm torn between whether I want to go take the tools to Coastal Highway or if I want to go do the tower and do the... Because again, my struggle is that I'm... The purpose for this run is supposed to be... the purpose for this run is supposed to be just to explore, go places I haven't been, and figure out the new wildlife respawns, right? And there will, like with the moose, right? Like in the old wildlife setup, there was different locations for the moose. I have to assume in the new place there was different possible locations as well, right? Like in Mystery Lake, there was 3 possible moose spawn locations, I think, and 3 possible bear spawns, and they weren't always up in every run, so... Like, there was only ever 1 moose, I think, in a region, before, except for Bleak Inlet. There could be 3. But, anyway, yeah, so I want to spend time in Bleak Inlet, because I never spend time in Bleak Inlet. I want to do this transition region thing, because I've never been there. And I want to, yeah, experiment with some of the stuff. But I have a different run that I've been working on off-stream that I'm trying to do a more complete playthrough, right? Like, do the towers, to do the story stuff, more actual base setup and prep and whatever. Yeah, like I totally forgot I had all, like I remembered we had the bear hide in there, but I forgot that I had laid out all this meat. This must have been in the fridge here or something. Killed 2 moose in 1 day in Ash Canyon? Okay. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily shock me. There used to be a bear that would come down here on the farm, but I don't... Either it's not up in this run or they've moved him. Well, no, that's not true. There's a bear carcass in here. I think we ended up dealing with him like... Oh, no. Don't do that, Dave. I think we ended up facing him over here, like back behind the house. Seem to have a memory of him like dying off camera while I was trying to drag him back towards the house. Put my stuff in there. A bear cave under Signal Tower. Oh, the same old spot. Yeah, right straight across there. I always forget about that guy. Whenever I'm coming back from the tower, I go way down this way, or I come down the other side and end up going to the barn. But yeah, we may as well just go inside, do some reading, and then sleep. But we'll have to try and remember the bear meat when we get ready to leave. Technically, if we built a woodworking, or I mean a furniture thing here with the tools, we could actually, you know, build a bed downstairs so we didn't have to do this. All this goofy running around. You know, to get to a bed and whatnot, but here we are. Alright. You can probably read 3 hours. Start with 2, though, and see where that gets us. realistically we can do. Wow, well, let's see if we can keep going. Nope. Alright, well that also means it's too dark to sew. Not that we needed to sew much. Half for bandages. 2 bandages. I'm gonna make 2 more bandages. And hopefully grab some cloth before we leave. I can only sleep like 7 hours, maybe 7.5 hours right now. It's not gonna get us through till morning, right? Be able to finish this book so I can leave it here. I mean, we could walk all the way downstairs for no good reason. Alright, maybe we'll just have a drink, sleep as long as we can here. Set it for 10 hours. I know we're not tired enough for that, but then maybe we can go downstairs. I don't know if it'll be light enough or not, but we've got to... That's kind of not light enough. But I have this, so... Something disappeared from a closet or container? There should be only one thing. Oh, there was a noise. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we'll never know to see it, but like... Clothing items don't disappear because you can harvest cloth from them. We've got cloth to harvest there anyway. The only thing that's got stuff stored in it. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Nope. No, I never store food in the fridge. I keep it all out on the counter because I know it disappears if it's... I mean, maybe there was something left there that I didn't know about, but... Alright. Oh, I should have gone out the other door. That's pretty. We should be able to read out here for a bit. It's also kind of chilly. See if we can get out of the wind. There we go, that's better. No bears poking around that we can see. Alright. Oh, bother.
I need to find something to drink.
I'm dumb. I'm not sure what that word means. Book tape. We're gonna read one thing and then we're gonna go in and sleep another hour. So we're fully rested when we go out, I guess. Oh, well that's nice and easy to see what's going on. Alright, well, we'll set it to sleep for 2 hours. Again. Just... So again, we're as rested as we can be. Sun should be up. We should be able to get around. I have never had luck with moving beds. I tried to do it once or twice in Forsaken Airfield, and it never worked out for me. Something was preventing it from functioning properly after I moved it. So since then, I just haven't bothered. I know it's a bit inconvenient, but... just 1 liter.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, don't want it, Kenzie. This is not the door I meant to go out. It is out the other door by the fridge. Well. Oh, look, some fat. Oh, right, because this is where I harvested all the meat. Rattling chains from the swing always throw me off. Okay. How much calories is on there? Right, there we go. Sustain me. Haven't found any animals in your run yet? I haven't found anything either, actually. Trying to think now. What did we... No, there was no moose. The only bear we found was here. That's the one problem that I have the longer I spend in this game, is trying to keep my run straight. Right? Like what happened in the run before this sometimes blends into, and especially because I have 2 runs on the go now. I have this one for exploring and checking out the wildlife, and then I have my other sort of run that I'm trying to... I've turned off the cougar, I've turned off scurvy. I left the trader on because I want to kind of explore what that's about. And so it's just kind of a... Again, I'm doing it on Voyageur because I'm lazy. But again, you need to learn. Otherwise, you can't survive on Interloper. Like, surviving on Interloper is my goal. Like, I've made it to day 30 or 31 or 32 or something like that on Interloper before, which is super challenging but also super fun just because of the pressure of making decisions. But yeah, I haven't found anything there yet either. Not since the refresh. I think we had a couple of wolves over there. I think that's what I ended up harvesting. I feel like I found... Oh, you know where? I did find a moose spawn in Pleasant Valley here. Foolish noob. I'll tell you where it is too if you want to know. Don't want to spoiler it for you if you're more interested to find it on your own, but yes, or at least I didn't find the moose, but I found the moose markings. The only place I've seen them so far in this new era. Need to be fast moving at the beginning on Interloper or you won't survive long. Yeah. Yeah, you really need to forage like in the first 7 to 10 days if possible. Because you need to get a couple of bears down because you need to make a bear coat. You need to get some moose or deer, pardon me, aren't that difficult because you can make the wolves do it for you. I actually really like either a coastal or desolation point spawn for Interloper because you have the forge right there. There's often a hammer in Coastal Highway. And there's always matches in a couple of places. I shouldn't say always matches, but there's enough places where there are matches. Sort of guaranteed that we are over here now. We have mapped nothing in this area. Yeah, that's the biggest change because you can't survive in the world for as long, right? Right as far over as I thought. Alright, we'll map once by the corpse. Oh, pfft. Now we come to the long curve here. See if we can get the actual location to show up. There it is, long curve. Oh, and we did get the corpse in there too. That's perfect. Didn't think we were going to get close enough. Yeah, for the longest time, I did not think that you could that this went anywhere. I just assumed it was another dead end, like trying to leave Coastal Highway, right? That the bridges are out or whatever, and that there was no way to get through. So I just never even bothered trying. I just assumed it would be too. Oh, nice.
Hope nobody needs this
Ooh,
anymore.
Mega Torch, as they call them. And of course, worn trail boots that I don't really want to carry around, but I don't want to leave them here either because I will forget them. Alright, well, once we get, I'm pretty sure there's a building not too far through the transition spot here where we can store those boots. But I'm sure they like, it looks like you can get through. You know what I bet happened, Foolish Noob? I will bet that I came down here during Wintermute and it was
Too much
blocked
stuff
off.
to carry.
And so I just assumed Keeper's Pass, that's what it's. Oh. Combat boots, of course there is. Gonna drop those there. Anything in the back seat? Anything? Anything? Bueller? Bueller? Roll bar. I'm not expecting anything in the visors here. Oh, right. That's the main reason I dropped stuff, is because I wanted the map. There we go. Gets us all the way to the bridge up there. Pretty good. Well, I'm going to assume that there's no bears and there's no moose. And probably no deer either in this region. Whatever it's, what's it called? Keeper's Pass South. Is there a Keeper's Pass North? Is there two different regions? I'm pretty sure this goes to Great Bear. We're not Great Bear, we're on Great Bear. I'm pretty sure this goes to Blackrock Prison. Eventually. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe it doesn't. There's only one way to find out. Definitely hear a wolf howling. What other goodies? You climb up on. Okay, Keeper's Pass North. Makes sense. Like I said, this is just new to me, so... For all I know, it loops around to someplace I've never heard of, but... That would kind of surprise me, just because of the direction it goes. Makes sense that it would head towards the prison. Alright, how far until we get to a wolfie? Oh yeah, like I said, so I have avoided Bleak Inlet for so long. The entire thing, hey? Oh, look at that! That probably goes off to a dead end. That probably goes to Keeper's Pass North, or maybe it's the other way around. Interesting, interesting. Oh, we did finish that off. Well, that's good. Alright. I don't trust where all the wolves converge at the crossroads, right? Not yet. Yeah, Black Rock Federal Penitentiary. There we go. A bit of a giveaway. Oh, there's a generator there. Mirthless Fork. What a name. That name is so bad, guys. It's not even funny. Mirthless Fork. Oh, come on. We didn't show up the name? What the heck? Alright, well. 2 charcoal. Right. Oh, look, a pry bar. Search the vehicles first. Oh, no, let me search the tool chest first. You love bleak inlet. Fish everywhere, meat everywhere, the sunshine. Yeah, it's one of the coldest regions in the game too, though, isn't it?
Where's the good stuff?
With the most wind or something like that. Not anymore, no?
Can't have too much water.
Well, you can if you have to carry it around, McKin. That's the catch, right? The SP update. Which one was that?
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I know. That's why we're going to the building here. We want to drop off a bunch of stuff. Sundered Pass. Oh, okay. It's not that Bleak Inlet is warmer. It's just that Sundered Pass is so much colder. I get what you're saying. Hey, look, a hacksaw.
Never would have thought to look here.
Arrowhead, you say? Oh, soda. Oh. Percent is that hacksaw? 86. Same as my hacksaw. Look at that. All right, we gotta deal with some of this clothing. I cannot carry all this clothing around. Let me find whatever else there is here first. Coffee.
Could end up being useful.
Sewing kit, bandages. Ooh, gauntlets. Anything in the microwave? Nope. Alrighty. Lockers, here we come. Oh, you know what I just realized? I realized we're carrying a pair of busted up socks that I was gonna harvest for cloth until I realized we had a ton of cloth already. One more thing, the running shoe. There we go. Yes, the gauntlets are super nice. I find they take a lot of damage really quickly in a wolf struggle. But they're better to repair than the ski gloves. Sorry, the ski gloves are not the gauntlets. Because we've got 5 bandages now. Yeah, that's enough. Hold on. Alright. I'm gonna... Bends me when stuff is laying on the ground sideways like that. Flare. I don't know why I'm carrying all this fishing stuff when there's nowhere to fish in this place. Oh, well, I was carrying a lot of charcoal. Oh, we got some heavy wood here too. Let's... 1.5 kilograms better. I should probably be dropping these things outside, but... and we are gonna drop a book of matches here. Alright, well, it's still only noon. So, which way do we go? Let's go this way.
This pack is getting kind of
That looks like a tunnel over there. Maybe that's the way to Keeper's Pass north. I guess there's only one way to find out. What am I carrying that is making me so heavy? Just everything, right? I don't... sewing kit. I don't need 100% torches. You're kidding me. Oh, there's like a spot under there too. Neato. This is the dead end? Yeah. Oh. Could be my dead end if I'm not careful, hey? Alright, come on. That works, that works. I mean, I kind of feel like I should harvest the corpse there just for, like, just for the gut and the hide. Oh. Oh, looky here. Where does that go? Yeah, that's definitely blocked. Just fine. I guess we'll map here quick. That is the end of the... Yeah, this definitely loops around over here. Let's go see what it is. What does that say? Oh, that says Milton. Oh, okay. The sign says Milton. So that cave would take you to Milton. Oh, there we go. There's a sapling. Maybe we can grab a couple of saplings in this region and get them back to... like, basically, I want to get to the Blackrock entrance, map it, and then leave again. I didn't want to putter around in Blackrock for too long, trying to find the... This just loops around? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, I was going to say, there's got to be another thing here, so we can drop these at the farmhouse there. Yeah, I didn't want to be running around. Oh, okay, so that's literally the sort of the entrance I saw before. Totally fine. Yeah, and I have no need to carry around like 6 torches like I am right now. That's a holdover from my interloper habits. When you never knew... like, for dealing with wolves, like, if you're going to have to stay away from some wolves for a while, have them chasing you, you want to be able to throw the stones at them to get rid of them. Oh, there's something in the back seat there. It's just a scarf. Across the river should lead to cave. Yeah, that's... scenic view. Energy bar. Alright, is it the scenic view over here? Yep, look at that. Oh, that is kind of a scenic view. Look at that! There's birds circling a carcass of some kind down there. I'm pretty sure... oh, there we go. There's the... so yeah, this would go to the next place, but I have a feeling there's some stuff up here to explore. I'm pretty sure I can see saplings down there. Somebody left their Tylenol sitting here. That's about it, but... what's the best way to get down there? Yeah, lots of batteries in the car. It feels like 50% of the cars or 80% of the cars have batteries now. Probably away... the road goes away to the right over here, so I think if we... yeah, so if we go over to the left there... oh, I said I wanted to harvest that wolf just to have some supplies in this region, but... Yeah, so that'll lead to the transition. So let's explore this way. Grab whatever saplings we can. Find out what kind of carcass is down there, although I'm going to assume it's just I almost never climb down those rocks anymore. They're just so easy to hop over the edge of. Basically, you have to make sure you land once before you hit the bottom, so you don't take any damage. I wonder if that tree is there to help you kind of get up and out. That's a deer down there. That's alright. There's some cool stuff. Down there's two I can see. Oh, well, maybe the road just curves around over here. Maybe that's what it is.
This'll come in handy.
Not taking the flashlight. I never use flares. Not because they're bad, but I shouldn't say never, I guess. Very first interloper run where I survived an entire day. Look, a battery. That was the one time. I didn't have any matches, but I realized I could start a fire with a flare. Ooh, there we go. Yep, it does just curve around. Yeah, I think it was a marine flare, too. Oh, now it's getting foggy. But I want to map things. Well, I guess in light fog we can still map. It's only when it gets... only when it gets thick like pea soup that you really have to worry. I think we should be safe crossing this.
Better find some water.
4 feathers from the moose there, or deer there. Let's come down here. Oh, there's a campfire and a guy over there. Wow, did you see that? That was interesting. I haven't had anything like that happen in a while, where you kill the wolf and it also knocks you down. We didn't take any damage there, so technically the wolf died before I got knocked down. Forever booked, hey! That's pretty rare. Yeah, it clearly must happen when... Peanut butter,
Wonder
nice.
if this is any good to eat.
Probably not, but we'll eat it anyway. Yeah, I think that only happens... you have to shoot it at just the last second before it charges you. It's happened to me a couple of times, but this is the first time I've sort of, seen the wolf, fall over while I'm also getting knocked over. There's a blood stain here, it charged me, or attacked me, we had a struggle, but we didn't. Are there only the 2 birch saplings down here? Probably. Anyway, before I do anything else, I'm going to put a little marker in there so we can clip that for later. Oops, wrong button. There we go. I feel like there's more to explore back here, so I'm going to poke my nose around a little bit. We're definitely carrying too much stuff, though. I feel like there should be a cave back here, maybe. Somewhere to spend the night that's outdoors rather than in the portable building or what have you. Well, looky there, it's a cave. harvested that wolf and brought the meat back here. Is a cave, right? Yes, okay. It's a very icy sort of cave. Actually even count as... Oh, it is... Oh, it... Oh! Oh my. It's that kind of a cave. Alright, well, there's the piece. Oh, we're so close to being able to finish it. Maybe we can eat the whole thing. Nope. 18 calories left.
Soon.
What a comedy. Yeah, this is, I mean, ice cave, but we explore the ice cave. I mean, I guess why not?
Something's gotta go.
Keeper's Path south. There's the cave. How do we get? Oh, I see. Oh, this takes you to Keeper's Path north. Oh, okay. So it's not actually the road. Okay, well then I want to go finish off out here first. Come back to the cave. I never would have thought of the ice cave, but yeah, you're right. This is gonna say, like, back to Keeper's Path south, right? Fortunately, it didn't map this thing the first time, so there's the cave. I mean, we could go harvest that. Nothing much left on the road there. I guess it just comes to the dead end here, probably, right? Well. Here to explore, so I'm going to explore. The reason we brought all the charcoal. Finally get rid of those stupid teeny tiny bites of meat. Saved us some weight. Well, there's something else over there, because there's birds flying around stuff.
Might have to drop some gear.
A bridge, maybe? Yeah, a bridge out would make sense. Gotta resist the urge to pick up more sticks. Oh, okay. One of them's flying over the wolf we shot, and one of them's flying over the guy that's there. Oh, good. There's another wolf. Oh, it's getting a rabbit. Perfect. Help yourself. Oh, it's not even. It just plain ran away from me. Okay. That makes sense. That would be thin ice. Okay. Look at that. Sooner or later he's going to stop being afraid of me and he's just going to charge me, isn't he? Wonder if the water's deep enough here that we could fish. I'm not sure. It must be scared of me for some reason. Oh, the toe. Here we go. Oh, we can't hold the fishing. Okay, well, let's map the toe. I knew there was something else. And it won't show... You're kidding me, right? There's another sapling. Very nice. Won't show me the toe. Alright. Try not to be angry about that, then. Come on. That's right. Go away. Try that again. I was going to try and shoot it a second time, but it knocked me down too quick. Alright, I'm going to try one more time. From standing up here to map this toe business. Of course not. Alright, we're declaring it a lost cause. I think we can climb up over... Oh, there's a tree there we can climb up. It must have been a... Like, there's always technically a small chance for wolves to be frightened of you and to run without, you know, without having to shoot them or anything. But usually it's only really happens when you're... Oh yeah, there's the dead end thing. Yeah, usually it happens more when you're wearing a wolf coat or a bear coat.
This stuff will come in handy.
Just died. But... Oh, there's this. That's a semi-trailer crushed under there. Like, can I call it something? Oh, a pickup truck and a semi. Hey, Caleb, welcome. Yeah, I've never seen this before. Interesting that they're both flipped over before they got crushed. Makes you wonder exactly what happened, but yes, welcome, Caleb Ramsey. That's a name I, oh yeah, barely added something to that. But yes, it's not a name I'm instantly recognizing, so welcome. Glad you're here. And I'm trying to decide if I should spend the night. What I think I should do is I think I should go back to the portable building, drop everything off, and then come back to the cave here. Yay! Keeper's Path South. 3 wolves, which is... There's the wolf. Speaking of, what are we carrying right now? We're gonna harvest the... Right, they each only have 1 gut, if I remember right. So I'm gonna harvest 1 from this wolf. Oh, I still hear a wolf howling. That's interesting. Would have thought we would have found them all. Oh no, we can get 2 guts. Okay, well. Why do I do this? And I'm just planning to harvest it all anyway. And just do it all in one go. Then we don't have to watch the stupid... It's not a stupid animation. It's a very well done animation, but there's no need to watch it twice. The only reason we're watching it twice is because I didn't.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I know. This is slower. Let's follow the road this time. Let's have this out just in case. We did hear a wolf howling. And we do smell quite a bit now. Plus, I haven't checked to see if there's any saplings down here. What I think I'll do is I'll drop the saplings and the guts. Maybe the meat. Oh yeah, definitely. In the one building there where the stuff can cure. We'll sleep there, and then we'll head for the cave in the morning. The ice cave. What did I call it? Did I call it a portable building? I mean, it is. It's the same difference. I grew up in Surrey, and because when I was a kid, like there was a big baby boom happening in large parts of the city, and so there was just tons and tons of kids, and there was never enough room in the schools for all the kids. I don't think we checked over on. Well, that just goes down to the water. From Carthage, I don't know where that is. Well, I bet you we can map that waterfall down there too. Well, I'm carrying too much junk right now to want to bother with that. But anyway, so because the schools were so flooded with students, even when they built new schools, they like always ended up building them too small for the number of students that were going to be attending them. And so we always had these portable buildings outside. Pretty sure I hear a wolf. Down there, maybe? There's a fishing shack down there! Guys! Well, we gotta go down there now. I think we can goat down there. We're gonna have to go the long way, but... I gotta drop all this stuff, and it's getting late, and we're getting tired, so I think we better... but yeah, so I guess the white ones here are more properly called trailers. But in my head, they're the same thing as the blue buildings for, like, the logging camp in Mystery Lake. In that they are portable built, like, I mean, a trailer is portable too, right? But these literally just have a hitch and you know, just not drag them, but, like, drive them away. Whereas the portable buildings don't have necessarily that, but close enough. So these need to go inside. These can stay out here. Hasty. All right. Okay, so immediate goals. Explore the waterfall and fishing hut. Then we want to come on. Then go to Coastal Highway for
It's getting dark out here.
it's getting
Time to look
dark
for
out here.
shelter.
Look at that. It's dark but pretty. We could read. We could probably hour, hey? Alright. Why am I like this? Why am I like... Oh, too small. We want to take the guts in. We want to organize our stuff before we... There's no bed in here, though, is there?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We'll just have to set it on the floor. Oh, no, there's a bed over there. Never mind. Alright, well... That helps with our weight a tiny bit. Oh yeah, we did pick up a few more clothing items, didn't we? We left some in the locker. Alright. Add more clothes to that collection. Not too many things, but a few. There, that should be everything. Yes. Alright. Where's the bed? It just got dark enough that I can't see the bed. I can sort of see. I wonder, I'm just turned around, that's why. All right, I'm gonna make an attempt to finish this book. Probably not gonna happen, but oh, nice. All right, did we get rank 2? Or no, it would have been rank 3. No, we didn't. That's all right. Oh, it's surprisingly light out there. There must be a full moon or something. Or an aurora. Wow. All right, well, then I guess we can take advantage of that. Do a couple other things. There was one other thing that was... Oh, these pants are kind of a little bit worn. I don't know. It's worth it to me. We've got enough cloth. We got sewing kits coming out our ears.
Down.
Wow, we did not split this stuff up well, did we? Well, that's fine then. Except I think we will drop a couple books over here again. Something we're carrying is really adding up here weight-wise. Well, I guess we got 3 books as well. That's not really what we need. That saves me a kilogram. Much closer to where I would like to be. Yeah, I guess we have a fair bit of food. That's true. 8 kilos of food and water. I mean, we're gonna eat some more of it too, obviously. Yes. What is the heaviest thing we have is the peanut butter. We don't have enough calories to eat that. We can like 600 calories. That's 300. I'll be back in less than a day. Fair enough. Not a big... Oh, I should have... Not a big place, is it? Well, then let's leave some of the heavier stuff behind here, too, then. Peanut butter. Maple syrup. And... liter of water. We'll need some in the morning. There. 5 kilos. I mean, we really don't need all of these either, right? But... Alright, so we can sleep about 10 hours. It's going to put us a little bit into the day, but that's okay. Drink first. Alright, that's where we're at. It's been a while since we had an Aurora, so I shouldn't be too surprised that that's what we got. Where are we at here? Yes, I do need to wrap up. I have an earlier supper tonight, so we can do a bit of family stuff here. Since I actually have a day off for a change. So we will wrap it up here. We are going to do a wonderful little raid over here, and we are going to crash the party of Wondergoon. Wondergoon's a great guy, great streamer, and playing my second favorite game, World of Warcraft, classic hardcore style. But yeah, take care, Foolish Noob. Bless you. I do hope to be on tomorrow afternoon, but it just depends what time I get back from the running around I have to do. So yeah, bless you. Take care. we will get this this thing running here, and then like this set up to go, and then yeah, you guys look after yourselves, look after each other, and bless someone today, guys. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.